Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome. My name is Christina Marie from Beauty on My Bee. I do beauty reviews, tutorials, unboxings, giveaways, spoilers, all sorts of beauty stuff for you here on this channel. I've never done one of these videos before. I've done a lip product declutter video, but I've never done an eyeshadow palette declutter. And eyeshadow palettes are my weakness, but it's time. And I'm never going to be one of those who has this huge, ginormous collection and stuff just sits there to look pretty and never gets used and expires. That's not going to be me. I want to enjoy what I have. I want to play with what I have. I want what I have to bring me joy. So that's going to be the biggest thing in here. Does this bring me joy? Does it make me happy? Or is it just sitting there never getting used? So that's kind of the criteria for going through these. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for checking us out. And if you are a return subscriber, you guys know I love spoiling my subscribers. I do giveaways all the time here. I just announced this one yesterday. This giveaway went live for, this is my palette, but I have a brand new one for you. It is the Juvia's Place Walhalla 2 palette. Looks like this on the inside. So pretty. So the information for this giveaway, as well as my many others that I've got going on, is listed under current giveaways in the description box down below. As far as what I have on my eyes today, it's kind of from a few different palettes. So as we kind of go through the palettes, I'll let you know if it's on my eyes. I wanted to kind of choose stuff from a couple different brands, so it's not all one brand on my eyes. There's a couple little mixy-matchy going on. And there are obviously some brands out there that I haven't tried that I really want to. All of these eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to give away, I already have homes. I have friends and family who said if you're getting rid of anything, I want them. And then if there's anything left that they don't want and if it's in good condition, then I will go ahead and donate that to a women's shelter as well. So let's kind of jump into what I've got going on my eyes. I did want to just mention really quick, the giveaways are really easy regarding this, regarding all my other giveaways. Just be subscribed and watch the videos in their entirety. My goal is like 10 to 15 palettes. We'll see what progress we make. So what I'm going to do is go through the ones that I have on my eyes first, and then I'll kind of do the rest by brands. And I think in the middle there's going to be a bunch that I only have like one palette from a brand as well. But as you can see from the picture in the very beginning, I got kind of a lot. Not as many as some, but a lot for me. So what brings me joy? Let's find out. So on my eyes today, on the upper lid, is the Natasha Denona 5-pan palette number 7. It's obviously these two kind of blue teal shades. This is my transition shade right here. This one is the one that's all over the lid. I did kind of want to top that. They're pretty on their own. I just wanted to give it a little extra oomph. So I did top it. With this ColourPop Super Shock left on thread. I need to use my Super Shocks more than I do because they're single, so they kind of get away from everything. And I'm always trying out new eyeshadow palettes because every month I do an eyeshadow palette giveaway here. So I always, try them out, do multiple looks so I can show those to you guys. So yeah, I need to spend more love on the Super Shocks. I'll get into the rest of them in just a second. Inner corner highlight is the Ofra Good to Go palette. It is that mint green definitely keeping this palette. Perfect travel palette. These guys, their highlighters are just divine. I absolutely love them. Love. Let's actually give a little more oomph right here. Ooh, just tap it in. Oh, love it. Definitely keeping. And I'm also definitely keeping the Natasha Denona and the Super Shock. Basically everything that's on my eyes today, I am keeping. So I tight lined from the Juvia's Place Magic Mini. I tight lined Buzo right here. This Buzo green, you guys, I think is my favorite shade that Juvia's Place has done. I wish that they would do kind of like their 6 pans, monochromatic pans that they do. Some really bright, intense green colors. I would love that, but this shade is just, love it. I also really like Faso right here, this purple and the pink, these two together. They are just so pretty. And then I did kind of buff out that lower lash waterline with the ColourPop Meant to Be palette. These have some, like I said, I like greens. These have some really cool tones, greens in them. And then obviously with that Juvia's Place Valhalla palette, this is my palette. It's definitely staying, and I have a brand new one for you as well. So I do have 11 of the ColourPop Super Shocks, and I have 2 individual eyeshadows. Like I said, I don't do singles a lot because they get lost and they get forgotten about, and so I'd rather spend my money on a palette that I know isn't going to be, hey, I forgot about that shadow. So really quick, I do have from the ColourPop, Ice Dream is such a gorgeous topper. Oh, it's just gorgeous. And here's Bouncy when I want a quick or the lid. This is gorgeous. For my greens and teals, here is Cusp, Banana Daiquiri. Luckily that just landed in my lap. And Mint for You. Those are staying. My pinks and reds. This one is definitely staying. This is just gorgeous. It is Haze. Stunning. Am I really going to use a bright red? I haven't got a ton of use out of it. It is Erotic. Let's do a little swatchy. Kind of crumbly, like maybe it's starting to dry out. It's not as deep on the hand. Still pretty deep. So here's that one. Let's also swatch Don't Leave. She just broke in half. Here's the other half that I literally just picked up. I mean, she is so dried out. Okay, she's definitely going. Here is Whittle, kind of another purple. There's just not much there. I think I've had these for a while, so I think that these are starting to dry out. Okay, the ones I didn't swatch, I'm kind of tempted to swatch because a bunch of these are drying out. Here's kind of a blue Ream. I really like this one. Oh yeah, she's fine. This is Space Case Alien Love Child. Really pretty. Oh, still butter as always. Yeah, she is definitely staying. I have to get out my little magnifying glass. Morgana. I think I got this in like an Allure box. Definitely staying. So out of the 11 ColourPop Super Shocks, I am getting rid of 4 of them, and I'm not, these just need to go. They are so dried out. It is the Erotic one, Whittle, Don't Leave is the one that broke on me, and Cusp. I've loved it, it's just dried out and doesn't have anything left. So, bye-bye. Here's what my little singles and ColourPop Super Shocks look like now. Much better. Okay, let's do I have 3 more ColourPops. Blue Moon is not going anywhere. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's My Pleasure. It's a great purple palette. As you can see, I've gotten a lot of love out of it. This one here is starting to get like a little flaky on me. And so is this purple one right here. So it's keeping for now. For this round, it's gonna stay. This Rendezvous ColourPop, absolutely love. This shade right here just is, that teal is just everything. So I do a project pan here on this channel. So this is my eyeshadow palette that's in my project pan for this year. So at the end of it, we'll kind of see, because it's a super kind of old one. But I don't want to get rid of something just because it's old. If it still works, it still works. If it's totally dried out and is junk, then it needs to go. But so far, this one's really great. Let's do a little bit of Drugstore. The NYX Sugar Trip. So these came out as a holiday set a couple years ago. Looks like this. I just do not do loose glitters. So I'm going to pass this along to a friend who can get much better use out of this. I had such high hopes for this. And I thought I was going to like the loose glitters in here. And I just realized, because I never really worked with them before, so that's why I got it. And just realized that it's not my jab after trying to work with it for a while. And I was like, they're pretty, it's just, and people do amazing things with them, but it's just not my vibe. I do like colorful looks. You know, I may be in my mid 40s, hitting more towards the late 40s. But glitters are just not my jam anymore. And that's just the phase that I'm in right now. I had such high hopes for this. This is the CoverGirl Trunked Jewels. I mean, let's do a little swatch so you can hear it. Here's that blue, purple, and green, okay? They come off on the fingers pretty good, but not so much once you go to really put them on your lids. Super patchy. Even the metallic is patchy and just not very good. On that other CoverGirl palettes I tried in the past have been great. I had really high hopes for this one, but yeah, needs to go. So let's talk about some drama palettes. I have really mixed feelings on this because the palettes are pretty good. But I'm at a point in my life where I don't want drama in my life. And I don't want other people's drama in my life. I'm trying to, when I was younger, I was all about that. Did you hear what you said? No. No, no, no. Do not need that in my life. That was high school days. No. Okay. Jeffree Star Mini Breaker. This is my only actual Jeffree Star palette. Guys, this formula is so good. But I don't need the drama. Same with the Morphe X Jeffree Star one. I'd rather pass this on to a friend. I mean, it's in really, really good condition. I'd rather our friend use this. And this guy's just way too big. Nobody needs a palette that's this big. I mean, the mini that they have now would probably be okay, but it's so big, it sits in the back and it just hardly ever gets used. I've used it a couple times when I want to do super, super fun looks. These upper rows here just aren't my vibe, but these bottom rows are. So I'd rather pass this on to a friend and family. I might have a Natasha Denona problem, but I don't have any of her like big palettes. I just have her minis and her like 5-pound normal size palettes and her minis. That's all that I kind of have. And I only have 3 of the really, really minis. I do have the mini Star palette. This shade here gives me nothing but problems. It looks gorgeous in the pan. It looks completely different on the finger. And you go put it on your lid and it looks brown. So basically this is a brown palette with a little bit of gold, because I was thinking that this was going to be like a blue or teal something. No. So this is in the maybe pile for right now. I do really like the mini Lila. This purple right here is stunning. It's not as intense as I thought that it probably would be, but can you build her up? But you can obviously build her up. And I do really like the mini nude. So these two are keeping. This one is in the maybe palette. And the only reason why I say that is because I'm pretty sure I have shades that I can dupe these 3, but I don't have a gold in the Natasha Denona formula, even in her larger pans right now. So that's why that one is in the maybe pile. The rest of these, I got these all on except for this one. So the Peak palette. This is another one that's going to go in the maybe pile as well. It doesn't seem like it's the same formula as the rest of hers. I know that this was made exclusively for BoxyCharm. I did not get it in a BoxyCharm box. I was one of the few who just didn't get it. And so I did buy it off of eBay. It's not my favorite formula. This shade here, I love. You know me, I'm all about a good shimmer. This works great in the brow bone or inner corner highlight. I mean, it's just so, so pretty. So let's put that in the maybe pile right now. But the rest of these I did all get in on BoxyCharm pop-up sales or in the box itself. In the box itself, I do have the Natasha Denona Coral palette. I got this in my premium box for the month of April. I am in, you know me, purples, love. This shade right here makes the most amazing topper shade. It's just so shiny and pretty. And I did pick up an extra one of these in the add-ons. So like I said before, I do monthly eyeshadow palette giveaways. This is, I think, going to be, this one's mine, and I have a brand new one for you, is going to be the June eyeshadow palette giveaway. I did also, in the month of April, get the Anya palette. It is just so stunning. Most of these shades are from her Glam palette. So love it. Love cool tones. These two palettes work so well together. So this is the Cranberry palette. That pink, I mean, come on. It is just gorgeous. So, so pretty. And I really like it's a 5-pan one, number 10. It's really, really pretty keeping. So in the last add-on sale, I did pick up these two. This one, I wish that it had like a green matte and maybe a brown matte, but they are all shimmers. So it does work really well if you pair these kind of two together. You know, it works great. If you're gonna just use it on your own, I do like having some mattes in my eye look mixed with some shimmers. But these greens are just gorgeous. Running out of real estate. So they're right there. And this one is just kind of goofy. Just the packaging on this just seems kind of cheap compared to, I mean, look at this. It's the same palette, but just, and when I got it, the inner part in here was kind of sliding all around. I kind of pushed it back in and made it work. But this shade here, actually go really good with today's look. Oh, love. So I'm not getting rid of any of my Natasha Nadonas right now. I do have two that are in the maybe pile that we'll kind of revisit at the end. And let me know if you want me to do kind of like a ranking video of my Natasha Denonas. Let me know that, and also let me know if you want me to do a ranking one of my Juvia's Places, because I got a Juvia's Place problem too. We may have a Juvia's Place problem. Let's set these down without knocking over the whole pile. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of my Juvia's Places right now. I want to do that ranking video. Let me know if that's what you guys want to see. And then after that, there's a good chance that I don't have to buy every single Juvia's Place palette that comes out, is what I realized. And that's what I was doing for a while, even their influencer ones. I did not get this last influencer one though. I do not have code with any of these brands. Okay, I'm not affiliated with any of these brands. None of this is sponsored. So I just want to put that out there. Okay. This Melissa palette, 4-pan quad, stunning. I could do without the pressed glitter. Again, the Fumi one, gorgeous. I would like maybe a lighter tone matte. This one is a matte. These two are shimmers, but this shade, it actually has 2 glitters in it. So, yeah. I mean, they're stunning, absolutely stunning. But like I said, trying to break the glitter habit. And like I said, I don't need to buy them all. Why did I buy this? I knew that this palette was probably going to be too light, wasn't going to work. This is the Taupe palette. I mean, it's okay. It does make good transition shades, but yeah, that's about it. The mauves is gorgeous. Love this. And this shade right here, look at it shift. Purple, pink. Oh, it is just stunning. The Nubian Glow palette. Again, it's pretty. It's got the pressed glitter. Don't need, but I don't really have any like orange monochromatic ones, so it's good for that. The nudes, what was I thinking? It is just way too light. I mean, even for my skin tone, and I'm a pretty light girl. But yeah, there's what she looks like. I mean, it does make good inner corner highlights, but yeah. Sweet Peaks is beautiful. I love this shade right here. It's just gorgeous. Nubian Royal Glow. Oh, this is gorgeous, you guys. Absolutely stunning. Yes, it does have a pressed glitter, but for New Year, I wore this glitter on New Year's Eve. I know I say I don't like them, but it's so pretty. So pretty. And I'm gonna look like a disco ball now. La Mariposa. It's a gorgeous spring summer palette, but with a pressed glitter. Stop. The chocolates is stunning. Love, love, love this. Another one that I really do like, actually two of them here, are the Berries by Juvia. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is just right up my alley. Same with the violets. Love the cool tone purples in here. This purple palette does work really well with the Nubian Royal. Let's kind of put those up kind of side by side. So these two play really, really nice together. The Queen palette, Fumi and Juvia. This was the palette that we gave away for the month of April. Loved playing with this one. This one here, stunning inner corner highlight. It's a Fumi and Juvia one. Nomad is so, so pretty. When you want that grunge toned look, love this. The Saharan was pretty. I do really like kind of using these pinks in here. So it's a pretty palette. It's not my favorite that they've done, but it's pretty. Afrique, I've really, really liked using this one. The original, the Nubian. I mean, it's pretty, but I mean, you can only do so much with it because it's a warm tone nude palette. And I like my colors. I will wear nude palettes every once in a while, nude shadows every once in a while too, when I'm going someplace conservative or something like that. So it is pretty. Speaking of, here's a coral one. It's got those cool tones on the top, but a lot of kind of just coral tones. Zulu is a really fun rainbow palette. Love it. So speaking of nude palettes, I think this was the first ever Juvia's Place palette that I got. Looks like this. Love this as a travel palette. Like I said, none of these are going anywhere right now, but some of them might become in the next round after I do a ranking video, if that's what you guys want me to do. The Festival. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This orange is just, love it. And I love the Juvia's Place formula. Like you could put it on here kind of lightly, and then if you want to, you can build them up, and they do blend really, really nicely together. And they last all day. I love the Juvia's Place formula. This is one of my favorite ones, the Taupe Palette. It's just everything and all that. Love it more in the fall. This is kind of almost like a mono. This one is almost kind of like a duochrome. Kind of got like a yellow and green and just pretty, even almost like a tan in it a little bit. It's just pretty. This one, it's an all matte. It's the Warrior 2 palette. Just, I'm a shimmer girl, so, and it's got this really, really cool black and the white in it. These two are amazing. Like I said, I'm a shimmer girl, so I don't know if this will make it past the next one or not. When I was trying to do looks for this one, for whatever reason, it kept throwing me off. And then I was like, I can probably, if I take the rose like this, I can probably do some really cool looks with it. So that's kind of what I did. It does have the 4 shimmers in here. I mean, look at this teal, this kind of mint green, gorgeous. So I do love this great springtime palette. The Saharan 2. Can we just say stunning? That middle row, this blue, perfect for the look I'm wearing today. I mean, guys, let's see if I can get it to focus here. I mean, just stunning, stunning, stunning. It is mainly a matte palette. It does have the shimmer kind of right in here, and that gray's a little bit of it, has a little shimmer to it, but the rest are all mattes. But I do like that it does have the one, and they're kind of colorful mattes that I like. This one, you guys. So in February, I bought a mystery bundle from Juvia's Place, and they had one of these in it. So I think sometime in the fall, I'll do multiple looks with this and with my palette, and we'll be doing this, a brand new one for you, in an upcoming palette giveaway. But it just, if I look at this, it just screams fall to me. But gorgeous. So I already showed you the Walhalla 2. This is the Walhalla 1. And I mean, it is stunning. This one here is a duochrome. Look at it, purple, blue, green. I mean, pretty, pretty, pretty. And the Masquerade Mini. I think I got this one and the Magic Mini at the same time. I think those were my second 2 that I got. But I mean, look at these top 2 rows. Stunning. This blue, this electric blue here, look at that. Oh, love it. Not going anywhere. So those were my Juvia's Place ones. Like I said, I have a lot, and I need to just, if a palette doesn't strike me, I don't have to get it. I was trying to collect them all, but if it doesn't strike me and I know I'm not going to use it, why am I going to spend my money on it? So that mindset just has to stop. Right now, my budget is pretty much low. Low, 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 low. As low as you can go. And until this channel starts turning a profit. I am at about 2,900 minutes, going towards that 4,000 watch time hours, not 29,000 minutes, 2,900 watch time hours, going towards that 4,001. So I'm getting closer. I have seen a huge increase. I want to thank you guys so much for your help with that. You can help me continue with that. That would be greatly appreciated, so that I can get this channel monetized and start bringing in some money, because I really need to. A lot of these I did get as part of mainly BoxyCharm. IBY City Limits, great travel palette. Visyart, I picked up another one of these in their add-on sales, and we did a giveaway. This is mine. I gave one away to you for our January eyeshadow palette giveaway. It is all mattes, but you've got some really colorful mattes, and these mattes, these blend like a dream. Love these. This is not going anywhere. I really do like the Dose of Color formula. It's really pretty. I just wish that it had a shimmer in here, but these blend so nicely. But do I want a palette just because it blends really nicely? Because I really do like a shimmer. Rude Cosmetics Tokyo Metropolis. Looks like this on the inside. I do really like these kind of, get my finger out of the way, these kind of pink purples right in here. This purple one is just really pretty, but I've got so many shades that are similar. Do I really need this as well? Probably not. I'd rather give it to somebody else who can get some love from it. This isn't going anywhere. These are my Colande Cosmetics. I just put it in a Z palette from Ulta. I don't have very many of them. I do need to get better about being in the mindset of not being a collector, just to collect, because that's just a waste of money. And so I got to be really careful with these, and they are so expensive. I do only grab for them when they have their big sales in December. Here is their glitter ones. Like I said, trying to stay away from the glitters. These do wind up all over my face. But these multi-chromes down here from their jeweled collection, I mean, first off, they look like that. But let's just take a second. Gorgeous. Look how they change colors. Watch this, okay? One swipe. Stunning. Just be careful when you are working with these. Do not go blend them out a ton. They do have a black base. If you're going and trying to blend them out a ton, you'll lose that multi-chrome vibrancy. And so just do the rest of your eye look, figure out which one you're going to put on top of your lid, or a lot of times I'll kind of mix and match them and kind of do a little tap to kind of blend them, and then that's it. But they're so beautiful. Not going anywhere. This is, trying to think about my other palettes. See, I have like favorite colors in each of, you know, like I like this color, and I like this color from this one, and this color from that one. But as far as an all around, it's not really palette because they are singles, but it's probably my favorite. There's another palette that's coming up that I really like too, but it's got a ton of pressed glitters in it. Here is Ace Beauté Nostalgia Palette. We did do this as our March eyeshadow palette giveaway. This is mine and I gave one away to you. Such fun, colorful shades. Love it. Suva Beauty Block Party. I think I got this in a Tribe box. Pretty patchy. So we'll see, yeah. We'll figure out something for this one. Another two that are pretty patchy, and they are both Morphe palettes, is the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss Morphe palette. I love purple, so I thought I would really like this one. But yeah, pretty patchy. This one here makes a gorgeous inner corner, but I have a lot of inner corner ones. And the Morphe 15N, I thought I got this in like a BoxyCharm Luxe last year. I thought I would really like it, but as soon as you started blending this stuff, it started looking really muddy on the eyes, and nobody wants that. Marc Jacobs Beauty. Also picked these up in BoxyCharm add-ons for Steel. I love the Marc Jacobs Beauty formula. This is gorgeous. This one is in the shade Frivolux. And look at the packaging on this one. Gorgeous. This is Electric. It just makes such a pretty evening out, wedding, gorgeous shades. Obviously, these three shimmers, and it does have that stunning black in it, but they're just so pretty. Not going anywhere. Tarte. I did get these both in BoxyCharms. This is the Tartus Pro. I think this was another one that we did a past giveaway one, but it is just, it is so beautiful. I really liked working with this palette. I mean, it's not a super colorful palette, and it has a ton of mattes. The only shimmers are this row here. Everything else are mattes, but I love the scent. I just love the scent of the Tarte formulas. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Sizzle palette, and it's pretty. It's just not my jam, so I'd rather give this somebody else who can get love out of this. Look at that packaging on it. It's so cool. I do have two Hip Dot palettes. This one is the Xeon. Again, they're both from BoxyCharm. But look at this. You know me, I'm a shimmer, and there's only 4 shimmers in here, so we gotta swatch them. That's one swipe. And the mattes blended really nicely together. I really do like the Hip Dot formula. This is the Cenote. I'm mainly drawn to these 2 rows right here, but they are just, let's just do like these 3 here. And that's one swipe. Ugh. And that was another one that I think we did for the February, I think, eyeshadow palette giveaway. So like I said, if I get something in like a BoxyCharm box that I fall in love with, I try and pick it up as an extra one for you guys to give away. But there's one palette. Let me see if I can find it, and we'll do that next. That wasn't that I picked up. I thought I was gonna love, and just wasn't my jam. I'm Multi-Cube. I did get this in PR. I don't get a lot of PR. I did get this one in PR. It is really pretty. I do like that it has these 4 shades. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. And then it has a blush here. And I just pinched my finger in between them. And I think I'm going to get a blood blister. Owie, 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 owie. And that was my own fault. That's not this fault. But I'd rather pass this one along to somebody who can get more use out of it than I will. So the one that we did as a giveaway, and I thought that I was going to really like, but I struggled, and I struggled, and I struggled with this palette. I thought it was going to be stunning. It is the Ciate London New England palette. I mean, the shades look gorgeous on the fingers. They look really, really pretty. But you go to blend them and they did not blend very well. Once I figured out that you need to wet your brush, dip it in, then wet your brush again, and then put it on your eyes, then you could get some payout. So I wouldn't say it's a beginner's palette by any means. So I think I'm gonna say goodbye to that one. Another one that I thought that I would really like, and I'm kind of frustrated with FabFitFun on this. The shade here was all broken when I got it. All broken. I patched it. I took a picture of it before I patched it, put it back in, and it worked. And they said they sent me a new one and hadn't, and I've talked to them multiple times and I still haven't gotten a response. So I'm not there's a couple issues that I'm having with FabFitFun. They sent me an expired product, a year ago expired product, in a mystery bundle. Most of the time, most of the things I do, I really, really, really like the FabFitFun. I love the new choices that they're giving us now, but yeah, and then these I thought would be gorgeous, and there's just not really the payout there. So people who don't like really intense looks, I'm gonna give it to one of them. Okay, can we jump over to Ipsy? This Bella and Argent palette, gorgeous. I love the cool tone, browns, nudes. I mean, they're just so pretty. So love this. This is staying. I'm really on the fence about this one. I think we did a giveaway with this one too. And I've had it for quite a while. The Violet Voss Essentials 2. This aqua shade here, love. But it's just the formula is kind of drying out on me. So I think that one is going to go. One that I'm pretty sure we did a giveaway to. This was stunning. I'd really like to get more of the full-size Dominique Cosmetic palettes. They are so pigmented. Blend like a dream. Love, love, love this palette. Pure Festival, another one that came broken. So I contacted BoxyCharm. This one was a BoxyCharm. It was this shade here. It was broken. Sent them pictures and they sent it right out. And so we gave that to you guys. Kind of crumbly. But it's just older now, and some of the shadows are kind of getting a little crumbly and harder to work with. So I think this one's gonna go. BH Cosmetics, Take Me Back to Brazil Rio Edition. It is a very rainbow palette. Love working with this. I really do like the BH Cosmetics formula, and they're really reasonably priced. So this is staying. Too Faced Palm Springs Dreams, another BoxyCharm one. These shades are just starting to dry out on me, so I think it's gonna go. Another one that's gonna go is the Wander Beauty Wanderess. This was in my project pan last year, And I'm so busy always trying out new eyeshadow palettes for you guys that a lot of times if they're in my project band, they don't get as much love as they probably should. So here is this one. These top, I don't know. I mean, gorgeous inner color highlight. These shades look really good. One swipe over the lids. Great transition shade. It's just starting to dry out on me. It needs to go. Palette that is not going anywhere. Remember how I said I had another favorite palette that was kind of in here? Actually, there's two more over there too in the Urban Decay pile. The Taupe Beauty Volume 1. I so wish that she would come out and do a Volume 2 palette, like a really colorful one. That'd be so cool. So if you're watching this, I know you probably aren't, but if you are, well, we would love more stuff from you because it is such a good formula. Just have a mirror here. I love that you can turn it back to this side. Just look how pretty, but it's got those pressed glitters and I'm trying to get away from them, but much love. Beautiful. Love that it has the blacks. Love that it's in the different, categories. You've got memory, ritual, story, style, aurora, poet, and then you can go across the top. These are all glitters. These are metallics. These are sequin. These are mattes. I love this palette. I really do wish that she would come out with more. So I think I got all the Huda Beauties in Ipsy. And I don't remember if I got the Lilac and BoxyCharm or not. And all the Urban Decays I have picked up on my own. So at first, I wasn't too impressed with this Lilac palette from Pastels. I mean, it's stunning on the inside. But if you pair it with the Amethyst Obsessions, I know that this is such a deeper palette, but this works great as toppers over it, as kind of inner corner highlights with it. So they do make a really good kind of companion palettes together. So I didn't think I was going to keep this one, but I think I'm going to. I do have the Sapphire Obsessions. Love this one. I like blues, greens, purples are kind of my jam, and some pinks. You got to be careful on the pinks so it doesn't make it look like you have pink eye. You kind of have to do like a bright pink. Here is the Emerald Obsessions. I do wish that it had like kind of a Kelly green in it, but just reminds me kind of like a grungy tones, so great for the fall. Speaking of fall is the Warm Browns Obsessions. And does that not scream fall to you or what? So keeping those. Original Naked. Am I just holding on to it because it's the original? Let me stick this in the maybe pile because I just have so many more palettes that I like it. And what do we do with this guy? The infamous Subculture. I do really like it though. And this shade here is just, it's so cool. I think, especially for the fall, I think this would be a good one. So I'm going to keep this one. Next two are not going anywhere, and I wouldn't care what they look like inside because there's so much sentimental value, but they are amazing on the inside, is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. See if I can do this one without crying. You guys know my son is my world. And he's a runner. He runs cross country and track for college, and he has messed up his back 7 ways from Sunday, and he has still tried to, he messed it up in the fall, and he has stuck with it, and today was his conference race, and he did really, really good. He heated it up beforehand, and he did really, really good. He was running a 5K, which is about 3.1 miles, and with about a quarter mile left, it started to really hurt him. With 50 yards left, it completely seized up on him and he couldn't finish. And he's crushed about that, and so that makes me really sad. But he's coming home in 2 weeks, and we're getting him into the physical therapist here, and I'm gonna go with him to the physical therapist and see if we can find some answers, because I don't want him, you know, dealing with a back issue the rest of his life. Anyway, here's this. I love that the mirror completely folds down. Great, great travel palette. And I am a huge Game of Thrones fan. Yes, this is really bulky. Yes, it kind of sits like on a display. So it almost kind of opens up like a book like this. It has a little saying here: Lannisters, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on the wheel. This one's on top, and then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground. Daenerys Targaryen. And then this opens up, kind of like the Iron Throne. Has a mirror, obviously. This pulls out here, so it's not the most travel-friendly palette. But I really, really do like all of these shades. I think they're so, so pretty. So it's not going anywhere. So I think that's it. I think I kind of, because I've got stuff in kind of different piles, and I think I pulled it all together. Let me count up how many I have left. Oh, our maybes. So we just kind of had 3 maybes. We had the 2 Natasha Denonas. I think I'm going to keep on to these until until I do that ranking video, if that's what you guys want to see. I think we're going to find a good home for this one. That 10 to 15 range, we got rid of 18, and that does not include any of the Super Shocks or singles, so I think that's pretty good. Like I said, I have a bunch of family and friends who want to get their hands on these, and whatever they don't, I am going to give to the women's shelter as well, so that they can get some love out of them. So I hope that you guys liked this video. I know it was a little bit of a longer one. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. We're such a fun, laid-back group here. If you can, do me a favor, hit that bell button. And if you are watching, and if you can do me a favor, hit that bell button, mark that to all. And if you are watching this on a mobile device, go into your settings and mark those, so that way you do know when I upload, and that way you definitely know when I do giveaways, because I definitely want you guys to know, because there's some cool stuff coming up. I do have an Instagram account. It is Beauty Ama, A-M-A, and the letter B. And I also have a Twitter account, and that is that same Beauty Ama, A-M-A, and the letter B with the number 1 after it for the Twitter one, if you want to follow me over on those. I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I will see you soon. Bye.